Surf skating is probably one of the worst cross trainers for you to do, and let me explain it real quick. So let me put this up here in the D category. In this video, I'm gonna go over some cross training tools that you can use to keep your balance sharp and your snowboard skills ready so that next season when you go snowboarding again, you are ready to hit the hills. So let's get started. Surf skating. I know a lot of you here in Taiwan think that surf skating is just amazing. Your coach maybe told you that surf skating is a great cross trainer, but in my opinion, surf skating is probably one of the worst cross trainers for you to do, and let me explain it real quick. So let me put this up here in the D category, because that's what I believe, that's where I believe it belongs for snowboard cross training. You can see in this photo right here, he's bending at the waist. This is a terrible habit. Also, the front truck on a surf skate is very loose. That's gonna create some insecurity. So there's two really bad habits right there. If you're surf skating all summer long and you're breaking at the waist to start your toe side turn and to finish your toe side turn, what do you think you're gonna do when you get on a snowboard up on the hill? You're gonna break at the waist. And if you can't trust the front truck all summer long, what do you think you're gonna do when you get on your snowboard? Your muscle memory is gonna kick in. You're gonna bend at the waist. You're gonna lean back and try to steer with your back foot, because that's what they do on surf skates. All right, moving on to the next one. Let's go to trampolines. Trampolines are great. I'm gonna put these in a, let's call it a B category. So it depends on where you are. So for me, I already know how to snowboard proficiently. I can ride the mountain all over the place. I can carve, I can do all my drills and skills. So for me, when I go onto a trampoline, I'm actually really able to get a lot of benefits from it because I can brush up on my backflips, I can brush up on my spins. But if you're somebody who's not already gone through the progression, so you can't do S turns, you can't do carved turns, you're not already like getting into freestyle, like you're not already doing freestyle on the hill, trampolines are gonna be kind of like a false confidence builder. I think it's fun. The real benefit, no matter what level, the real benefit from trampolines is air awareness. And so I'm not saying don't go do trampolines, but just don't go to trampoline parks if you're a beginner and think that you're gonna all of a sudden be able to unlock freestyle snowboarding. That's not how it works. All right, next one up, let's do wakeboarding. Wakeboarding, I'm gonna give it a C. You're leaning back the whole time. You can't lean forward on a wakeboard. But you've got the rope, so your balance skill is like completely off. But the thing about wakeboarding is like you have to be incredibly strong to wakeboard. So like anybody who wakeboards, they are ripped. I think that it's a great skill. It probably transfers best to riding in powder. So this is more of an advanced cross training skill, but it doesn't really cross over very well because you're holding onto the rope. But again, incredible strength building skill, and it's very fun, and you're out there on the boat. I mean, who doesn't love being on a boat? Okay, next up, let's go with the DIY rail setup right here. I'm gonna give this a C tier because similar to the trampoline park, you're just not getting that much benefit. A lot of people will set up a box. So they take all this time and they build themselves a little setup and they just set up a box, and how much skill you're actually practicing. You're just dropping in, the board is completely straight, you get onto the box and then you're off the box, or maybe a rail in this case. So if you're already a freestyle rider, like for myself, I would be able to benefit a lot from a setup like this. However, if you're not already doing freestyle riding, this is going to be a big struggle for you. I wouldn't put a lot of time messing around with the DIY style. One of the best snowboard trainings that you can do, and right here I'm going to put it all the way up into A tier. This is the indoor snowboard machine with the plastic dry slope material. There are two different kinds. Here, let's look at this. So I'm going to put this right up here. I'm not going to put it up in this A category. No way. It's going all the way down into maybe C category. This is the dry slope machine that is like the carpet material. That goes in the C category. It's good for beginners. It's good to get you started. But as soon as you start linking turns, you need to graduate. You need to go up to the dry slope style machines. There are two locations in Taiwan that has the dry slope style machine. Hey, these carpet machines, they're not that great for progression. Sure, you can watch those guys who are really good on those machines. You can watch them do it, and you can do it. Like, you can do it, but most likely you're only gonna spend a couple hours this summer on one of these machines. Choose wisely. Go for the higher quality one. All right, moving on. There is same material. Let's go up into, I'm gonna put this up into the S tier. This is amazing. I think I have another one right here. Yeah, it's the same. Oh, my website's freaking out right here. Okay, so both of these are the same. This one is an indoor dry slope jump onto an airbag. This is an outdoor dry slope jump onto airbags. These facilities are amazing. My ride partner Kelvin, he practices on these all the time. He trains on these all the time, and he's way better freestyle than I am. Hey, editor Cody here. I just want to clarify that the reason I'm putting these training facilities, the dry slope facilities, up in the S tier, it's for the people who are already working on freestyle. They've already got their S turns unlocked. They're already working on carving or unlocked carving, and now they're working on progression in freestyle. Those people are the ones who are going to get the major benefits, the S tier benefits from these training facilities. So if you're a true beginner and you're working on cross training, maybe work on the indoor dry slope machine or some of these other options that I'm going to recommend. All right, back to the video. Another weird one, which I'm going to give it a D just because it's such high risk. This is a freeboard. I've had a lot of people contact me and ask me if they should get a freeboard. The risk versus the reward. Yes, it's probably the most cross trainer like skateboard, surf skate type of board. It is the most snowboard like board. I've ridden one of these. They're sketchy. Like, I'm an advanced rider. I can ride one of these pretty good. These are not to be messed with, especially if you're a beginner. If you catch edge on concrete on one of these boards, it's gonna hurt bad, like really bad. You might go to the hospital real quick. Okay, indoor snowboarding, absolutely S tier. The real indoor snowboarding, like in China, they have the best snowboard facilities. I think that the indoor snowboarding is amazing. It's real snowboarding. You're in on real snow. So like, what can be better than that? Also, they have a lot of coaching. So for example, my friend Snow Sensei, he is running some camps now this summer. I'm not sure exactly where they are. I can leave the link in the description below if you want to get a hold of him, and if you want to go to one of those camps. I highly recommend getting back on snow in the middle of the summer. I'm actually going to go to one of these camps, and I might actually host one of these camps. We're still in the works for that. So final two down here, let's talk about surfing. I think a lot of people think that surfing is a great cross trainer. It's fun. You got to be athletic to get out there. Let's call it paddling. I'm going to put it in the C tier right here. The amount of time, I'm going to put it down in the F tier, the D tier, because you're just not on the board that much. Also, you're leaning back completely, and yeah, you're paddling. Like, you're spending most of your time just paddling, catching waves. It's fun. It's beautiful. You're out in the ocean. Yo, I completely forgot to mention the flat butter pad style training. Yes, I think that this is a good training. That's why I'm putting it here in the B tier. I think that you can unlock and learn a lot of the tricks just by using the pad right there, off season, in the summertime. However, just like the trampolines, if you are not already working on your carving, if you're not already proficient with carving, if you're not already working on freestyle, I think that there's a lot of false sense of like, you're gonna go there and feel like you've unlocked ground tricks, but the reality is you're gonna get up on the hill and you're gonna realize, oh, I need to learn how to carve. And for freestyle, you really need to learn how to learn carving and carving switch. So yeah, B tier, definitely good. I will leave a link in the description to 3 people that I know who do the ground trick training. I think one person is here in Taiwan, and then the other 2 people are in West Coast of America. Okay, finally, my favorite cross training tool, which is a traditional skateboard. I'm gonna put it in the A tier right here, right next to the indoor dry slope style machine. I think that skateboarding is absolutely the best bang for buck that you can get. You buy a skateboard, $100 to $200 depending on the quality that you get. You buy a skateboard, and then it's just your time on the concrete outside, a couple hours a week, and you're gonna really build your skills. If you're interested in my cross training program, I teach you from level 0 all the way up onto snow from a skateboard. So we work on the super basic skills. We get you safe and comfortable on a skateboard, and we work you all the way up into the beginner lessons on a snowboard. And then on beyond that, I'm just gonna pass you on to another coach who already has a lot more advanced lessons. I am just dealing with the beginner. So anyways, my top picks for you: skateboarding to really just build endurance and build those balance skills. Then once you've graduated and you feel really confident on a skateboard, I'm gonna recommend getting a couple hours on one of these indoor snowboard machines with the dry slope material. After that, I highly recommend going to these indoor dry slope jumps if you want to work on freestyle. Indoor snowboarding in China or wherever you are in the world, indoor snowboarding, absolute legit. I'm looking forward to getting on snow. I'm gonna leave some information in the description below for my course and any of the people that I have to promote. That's gonna be it. I will see you in the next video.